Welcome back, hunters. Today we're diving into developer insight straight from Crytek, where they've opened up about bug fixes, exploits, and all the behind-the-scenes wrangling involved in keeping Hunt Showdown running smoothly. Let's talk about the trials and tribulations of a live service game, why certain bugs seem to linger, and what Crytek's doing to keep Hunt polished for all of us. Let's get into it. First up, Crytek shares a truth that players may not always know or think about. Fixing one bug often causes another. Hunt is a game of interconnected systems. Tweak one thing and it can mess with something else completely unrelated. Like, imagine adjusting a movement mechanic only to find it's impacted animations or server stability. And even with all the testing in the world, some bugs only rear their ugly heads when thousands of players each with their own unique playstyle dive into the game. Let's get into the juicy details with update 2.1.0.2, which is out today and focuses on the big guns, critical and major bugs that directly mess with gameplay. Here's what they've tackled. First up, they fixed a crash during client startup, one of the top 3 crashes players were running into. Imagine being all pumped up to play only for the game to crash before you even get to the menu. This should be a thing of the past. They fixed a rare crash on dedicated servers. Server crashes are basically the worst. No one wants their match cut short because the server decided to take a nap. PS5 players rejoice. The crash that would hit when browsing the Hunter store has been squashed. Now you can window shop all the hunters you want without worrying about the game kicking you out. Bomb Lance enthusiasts, you'll appreciate this one. Custom ammo for the Bomb Lance wasn't appearing despite unlocking correctly. Now you're fully armed and ready to blast. Rotjaw was dropping only 1 bounty token instead of 2. Crytek fixed this up, so now you're getting the rewards you deserve after taking down that beast. There was a slight misalignment in the iron sights of the Frontier 73C silencer and its skins. Precision matters, especially in Hunt, so now you can line up your shots without second-guessing your sights. Players found a way to use the Dark Dynamite satchel to climb into unintended areas. Sounds fun, but definitely unintended. Crytek patched this up to keep the playing field fair. The menu had an annoying bug where selecting certain skins could either buy a skin you didn't want or apply the wrong one. No more accidental purchases or wardrobe malfunctions here. Hexbreaker's cloak was apparently corrupted. Maybe it got a little too close to Rotjaw. At any rate, it's fixed now, so Hexbreaker can look its best. Some players in Taiwan couldn't purchase certain Blood Bond packs on Steam. Crytek has resolved this issue, so now everyone has access to full range of packs. In update 2.1.1, Crytek is tackling even more bugs, with a focus on those severe Category A bugs. So here's what's in store. Another PS5 startup crash fix. Crytek is working to make sure PS5 players don't have to deal with any launch day drama. PC players have probably noticed their mouse cursor occasionally wandering outside the game window in windowed mode. That's been fixed, so you won't find your cursor suddenly exploring your desktop in the middle of a match. They fixed a rare crash that happened in Xbox lobbies, likely during Ready Up or matchmaking. Nobody wants to lose a match before it even begins. They fixed a crash that occasionally caused the client to crash when Darksight was activated. And for Xbox players who were seeing black artifacts with the Darksight boost effect, that's patched up as well. So now Darksight will be less, well, dark. Fixed a rare freeze that could occur upon loading into Bounty Clash. Fixed a bug that applied the against teams of 3 bonus to a team of 2, even when against teams of 2 was selected. Okay, speak up. Which of you complained about getting more free Hunt dollars, huh? The Martini Henry had a visual rendering glitch, which is now fixed. It's a classic rifle, so it deserves to look sharp. Enabling HDR was causing Darksight to turn red, which sounds cool, but definitely was a bug. Now Darksight stays true to its usual ominous glow. Sometimes the burning animation on the map would disappear. We're all here for the chaos, but the burning effects add to the immersion, so it's good to see them back consistently. In the Sole Survivor lobby, the Select Starting Equipment option could disappear, leaving an ominous Invalid Index 1 message instead. Now your options should be crystal clear. Some items were showing up in low res, making them look like they came out of a retro game. Now they're back to full HD glory. Filters in the store page were grayed out and unclickable. Crytek fixed this, so now you can browse items with your custom filters. Equipping a tool and then activating a filter could trap you on the gear screen. It's patched up, so no more getting stuck here. Using filters in the search bar made shortcuts disappear. No longer, shortcuts are back and better than ever. Traits were showing up in the wrong order in menus. Now you can find your traits where they're supposed to be. The Brave Charge skin for the Scotfield Swift had an issue where it couldn't dual wield properly. It's all set now, so wield to your heart's content. When the Hellborn model killed you, it sometimes didn't show up on the death screen. Now you can see exactly who took you down. The satchel wasn't making noise if placed outside an opponent's hearing range, even if they walked right up to it. That's fixed now, so there are no more surprises. Owned hunter skins weren't showing up on the recruit screen. Fixed now, so your skins are back on display. Certain dynamite types could respawn after exploding, creating endless explosions. Now the boom is a one-time deal. Finally, we got a sneak peek at Update 2.2, which is still in development. Here's what they're working on. Alt-tabbing out of the game could leave the cursor visible in missions. They're working to make sure the cursor disappears when it should. Over 30 rare crashes and freezes with a reproducibility rate under 10% are being tackled. It's all about making the game feel smooth and stable. They're patching up places in Mammon's Gulch and Stillwater Bayou where players were getting stuck. A bunch of visual issues, including LOD popping and rendering artifacts, are being fixed to make Hunt look as gritty and immersive as ever. Some weapons and tools weren't rendering right, which is getting fixed in this update. They're adding back to the anti-aliasing option in graphics settings, so you'll have full control over those smooth edges. Opening team details with dark sight active would disable the filter, turning the world red. That's getting patched up. Arrows and other pickup items could fall through assets, making them uncollectible. This should no longer be a problem. Non-waterproof explosives were still detonating in water or choke bomb clouds. That's fixed, so no more magical water bombs. Motion blur was getting exaggerated when Super Res was on. Now it's back to manageable level. Fixed an issue where dark sight wouldn't activate properly in Beetle View. Now dark sight and beetles play nicely together. And last but not least on the list, fixed over 280 UI-related bugs to enhance usability. Crytek, 280 UI fixes? Definitely not just a routine cleanup. This is a necessary overhaul. A big chunk of the community has been vocal about the new UI's overhaul performance, and let's just say it hasn't exactly been winning any popularity contests. The complaints have ranged from sluggish performance to frustrating interactions and messy design, so Crytek has had to dig deep here. This massive batch of fixes covers everything from tiny glitches and button misbehaviors to more significant issues that may have impacted how we navigate menus, switch loadouts, and interact with various in-game elements. For all of us who spend a lot of time sorting through inventory, setting up gear, or just flipping through menus, these improvements should make everything feel way smoother and hopefully faster. Crytek's taken a big step in listening to the feedback here, and with over 280 tweaks, we're expecting a more intuitive response experience. It might not be the flashiest update, but it's one that should go a long way toward restoring some goodwill with players who've been struggling with the UI. Crytek expressed their appreciation for the player feedback that drives many of these bug fixes. Thousands of bugs have been fixed thanks to the detailed player reports that help the QA and devs get to the root cause faster, so keep reporting those issues. Alright, that's a full deep dive into Hunt Showdown's latest bug fixes and what's coming next. If you enjoyed this detailed breakdown or found it helpful and want more breakdowns, guides, and gameplay updates, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help me in my YouTube journey. Also, come say hello on Twitch, where I stream from Monday to Friday between 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching. May the dark side ever be in your favor, and I'll see you in the bayou or the mountain.